3 ways to deal with business competition. Now, don't you just hate competition? Now, if you are just starting out, you are probably competing with companies and businesses that are more established, that have more resources, they have been around longer. Or if you are the leader in your sector, in your industry, in your category, chances are you also have new companies coming into your industry, trying to take market share from you, trying to take customers from you, right? They offer different types of products. In business, we cannot avoid it. We are dealing with competition every day. So today I want to share with you some of my unique perspectives when it comes to dealing with competition and just the way I view competition. First of all, the competition that you think is your competition is not your only competition. What do I mean by that? Think about if, let's say you run a local gym membership, right? You run a local gym and you sell gym membership, and you think you are competing with other gyms in your area. I could tell you that simply is not true. If that's the way that you look at the market, chances are you're gonna lose because you underestimate the amount of competitions that you have. Because keep in mind, the customers that you're selling to, they only have so much disposable income that they could spend. So it's not just between choosing your gym versus other gym. It's also choosing spend money with you, spend money in fitness, investing in their own health, right? Versus spending money maybe at Crispy Donut, right? Or Netflix. You have to look at it that way because they've only got so much money. If you want them to spend money with your business, you cannot just think about, I'm just competing with other gyms. That's a bare minimum, right? That's who you're competing with. So, way number 1, how do you compete? Number 1, keep your friends close and keep your competitions closer. Here's what I do. I study my competitions. I probably know my competition better than they know themselves, right? I study them. I buy from them, right? I talk to their people. I want to know what they're doing, what they're gonna do, and how they're doing it. What are some of the best practices? So I study, I'm on their email list. I look at if they have videos, if they have social media. I follow their stuff. You have to know, because how are you gonna beat someone if you don't know what they're doing? It's very dangerous in business to think that, well, I don't need to know what they're doing. I just need to do my own thing, right? Well, but there's some things you could learn from your competitions. So don't be so arrogant and say, there's nothing I could learn from them. No, I learn a lot from my competition. So that's a great thing about a capitalism, right? That you can learn from other people. You can learn from your competitions. If they are successful, if they're getting ahead, if they are getting customers, there's something that they are doing, chances are that you are not doing. It could also be they're providing a better service, a better experience. They're selling a better product. They've got a better team, whatever it might be. Competitions challenge you to be better. It challenges you to not get complacent. So it's not such a bad thing. So don't be so afraid if they put us out of business. Don't be so afraid of that. If they put us out of business, there's something wrong with us, right? We are not keeping up, right? We are not delivering enough value to the marketplace or solving the customer's problems the way that they want to be solved. So that's way number 1. Way number 2, and that is we want to study the competitions, at the same time, don't focus on them. Now you may be thinking, Dan, I thought you just said keep your friends close and keep your competitions closer. Doesn't that contradict with what you just shared with me in point 1? No. Study them, get to know them inside and out, know the strategy, know their market, know how they're serving the customers, get their products, or spend some money with them, right? You get the best education that you could get. At the same time, you focus a majority of your attention, focusing on how do I add more value to my customers? How can I add more value than anybody else? That's the key, right? Focus on your customers. So we study the competitions, but our attention, our focus, our energy, we spend that on how could we help our customers? How could we fulfill their needs better? Sometimes I have my entrepreneurs, my executive, my CEO's friends. They come to me and they visit me and they see what I do, and sometimes they'll get a day in behind the scenes, and I show them some things that I do. Usually the universal response is, oh, I can't do what you do, right? Oh my goodness, how prolific you are and how much you get done. Like, how do you even do this, right? Like, you have like multiple clones that are running around and to get this much done. Because the way I see it is this, that if someone can easily copy what you do, then you're not very good at what you do. Like I could tell people, and I share a lot of my best practices on YouTube, and a lot of people, they ask me, well, aren't you afraid that people know your secrets and how you run your business? I say, well, here's what I do. Go ahead and try it. It's like Michael Jordan. Well, here's how I slam dunk and here's how I play basketball. You go ahead and try to be Michael Jordan. You can't. So instead of focusing on that, focusing on the customers and also focusing on your skills, what do you need to do? Who do you need to be to deliver more value to the marketplace than anybody else? And that's how you grow. Number 3, think long-term, not short-term. Instead of competing with your competitors on just one product or a campaign, because sometimes you see this in business a lot. The competition is, say, selling a certain product at a certain price point, and they do some kind of promotion discount, and they lower their prices, and then you feel like, oh my God, I need to compete there, otherwise I'm gonna lose, right? Instead of being very reactive, think a little bit long term. Over the years, I have competed with so many people, so many enemies and opponents. They are stronger, they are faster, they have more resources, they have more capital. But yet, over the years, I've won many battles. And the key to that is, I think long term. Maybe I'll lose the battle as long as I win the war. That's okay. So when I'm looking at it from that perspective, I know that maybe I'm not the fastest, and I'm never the fastest, not the strongest, not the fastest, but I always have more staying power. Because I know for most people, they lose focus. They get distracted. That's okay. I'm not trying to beat you in 2 weeks. I'm not trying to beat you in 1 year. I could wait 10 years to win this war. That's the way I see it. I could wait. I got time. So when you think of it from that perspective, the way you make decisions, you look at it differently. You're not so rushed, and you're not making decisions that are just, you're reacting, right? You are, instead of thinking it, planning it, being more strategic. So think long-term and not short-term, and ask yourself, what would you do differently? If you're not competing long game, right? Think long-term, what would you do differently? And you wait. And you ask yourself, how could I make sure I stick around? How could I make sure I have enough endurance to last longer in this game? And you know, if you can last longer, you have that staying power and you innovate, you'll win. It's just only a matter of time. Let me give you a bonus, number 4. Also, sometimes if your competition is serving the same market that you're serving right now, well, instead of competing, why not profit from your competition? That's right, profit from your competition. Maybe you offer a complementary product to the same customer base. Well, instead of competing, if you're thinking from an abundance mindset, why not partner up and form some kind of a strategic alliance, some kind of joint ventures? You see a lot of big companies, they do that all the time. Co-branding, collaborate, strategic alliance. Why not do that and actually make more money for you and for your competition? And then your customers, the marketplace, they get more value and they get better results. What's the problem with that? Like, I collaborate with other people all the time. So if it's the right fit, you can't do a good deal with a bad partner, but assuming it's the right fit, same core values, and the product is complementary and it is something that will help your customers, absolutely you could do that as well. So those are the 3 ways, no, actually 4 ways to deal with business competition. If you have more questions, make sure you comment below. Now, if this is the first time you watch my videos, I know that now we hit 2 million subscribers. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you click the link below and hit that bell, hit the subscribe button. So every single day when we upload a new video, you'll be notified as well. Until then, I'll see you next time. Hi, this is Dan Lok. We're looking to invest $10 million in 100 tech startups in the next 3 years. You could be one of them. If you are a founder of a tech startup, if you are looking for financial capital, guidance, and mentorship, go to www.danlokventures.com to see if you qualify.